We have the eliminator today. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to BPL Canada. We have the eliminator today between Proteas and Sonu's Battalion. Sonu's Battalion played the qualifier yesterday along with Toronto Knight Riders, in which they lost. Proteas, on the other hand, claimed their victory against Royal Lions and proceeded to play in the eliminator. This is a very crucial game. This is a virtual semi-final. It decides who is going to go through to the finals to play Toronto Knight Riders. Proteas, a very young unit, spirited unit, give their all on the field, have risen from their initial losses and have come up all the way. On the other hand, Sonu's Battalion, who were unbeaten in the group stage with 16 wins out of their 16 games, along with 4 abandoned due to the COVID lockdown, have actually slipped up in the playoffs. They lost the qualifier, and now they need to come in with an extraordinary effort here in the eliminator to go through. Um, I have co-commentator Aditya here with me. Um, he has been excellent throughout the tournament as a scorer and a leg umpire. He has been a committed member of the BPL Canada management and now is the dedicated scorer for this crucial playoff game. Welcome Aditya to the commentary booth. He is alongside me, equally clueless or confused on how Sonu have such a low strike rate in the power play right now. They are just 4 runs in the third over. Either it's nervousness, Aditya, or it's something else. I will come to your viewpoints a bit later. We also have sports trends helping us in the coverage today. Mr. Farouk Siddiqui, manager and CEO of Sports Trends, along with us, handling all the graphics, the communication, the social media part of the tournament. Thank you, Mr. Farouk. Again, some confused wild swinging there by Sonu's Battalion. I don't know what's going on here. And that is an excellent catch by the long on fielder. Denel covering some ground there. There are only 2 fielders, remember, beyond the 30-yard circle here in indoor. Denel covering some ground to come from widest long on to retrieve straight to the boundary and leaping high and actually palming the catch. The ball was almost going out of bounds, but he managed to catch it and stay within the boundary, giving Proteas their first wicket. Pradnesh being the bowler, he's a very smooth run up, very smooth action, left arm around the wicket. He's been one of their star bowlers with his swing and pinpoint accuracy. Uh, we have Pringle coming into the attack now. He is a right arm medium pace swing bowler. And at the same note, we have Oveis, one of our esteemed commentators, joining us today. He plays in Mississauga Snakes, which is one of the teams in BPL Canada in our league stages, and we will soon have a third commentator in the booth, Arslan Ahmed, who is sort of a BPL legend. That is another 6 by Muzammil. Pringle starting off with a rank long hop, and Muzammil, who has been in terrific form throughout the season, just a solid indoor player, an excellent wicket keeper too. Just dispatches it straight over the long off head for 6. Just notice the technique here. Right to the ball, right to the pitch of the ball. Solid full face bat and driven to cover, respecting the good balls when it needs to be, and dispatching the loose ones. What do you think of this?
Yeah, it's a fantastic shot. Now, one thing we got to keep in mind for us and our safety is that another shot in the air, and it's right to. What a big! They finally picked him. Then it was a great catch, and there's the dismissal. He hits a big maximum, and then he tries it again, but he hits it right to the fielder. And you know, we're here fearing for our lives as there's no protection here at the front boundary. But a wicket nonetheless for the Proteas. They should be proud of themselves. They took the danger man out, and we're going to be moving on.
That's right, Oveis. He is the legend danger man. He has actually scored in his entire career across just the Ontario leagues. He has racked up 2,800 runs.
That is insane.
That is insane. And let's see his stats in this year. He has racked up 275 runs just this year.
Nice. And you can see, you know, he likes to, attack the ball with a great strike rate of that of over 100. But, you know, nonetheless, a new batsman up, and Pringle going for the delivery.
Amrinder in, new batsman. Oh! And that seems to be an inside edge or a little bit of height.
You know, it's just surprising because on a wicket like this, especially in this format, it seems that the ball stays low, but you know, somehow Pringle is able to get a little bit of bounce. And he has close.
That's right, always. He has a high delivery stance. His hand is upright and delivers it from a good height.
Oh, swing and a miss. Is it a wide? Absolutely not. A dot ball, and that is very important in this format of the game. The more dot balls, the better competitive score you can chase.
Just a very tight bowling unit here, Proteas. They really turned on the screws. Believe me, always, believe it or not, the run rate Sonu is going at, an unbeaten team this tournament today is just 3 runs and over. Just 3 runs and over. 21 runs in the 7th over now.
That is insane to me because, you know, you would expect them to show up on a bigger stage here. But unfortunately, it just seems that they're tagging along. But you never know, you know, it's a game where 1 over can change everything and bring that confidence right back. So you got to be patient, you got to watch out and see what happens. What a great over from Pringle.
That's right. These are experienced lads. They play in the Brampton Cricket League in summer. They are big hitters. The only thing we need to see is will they be able to hold the wickets. At this moment it does look like it, and it does look like they're able to hold their wickets. They're just 2 down. Obviously a lower scoring rate, but they're 2 down. So hopefully they have batters and hitters down the road who can take advantage maybe of
weaker fifth bowler, if you will.
Absolutely. And I think one of those bowlers are coming up now. Who knows? 7th over. And we got...
We have Naveen Anson. I believe he is a fact for you, always.
Yeah.
He is the man of the match yesterday.
Now, talk about that performance. What did he do that was so special?
Yesterday the match was against Royal Lions. That's
Great team.
one of the great teams in this tournament. They were a stacked team. They have several, I think, under 19 players as well. He bowled some good heavy deliveries, short of length, as you can see. He started off right now, which, as you know, with the variable bounce in this field, it doesn't stand up. Sometimes it just skies up, sometimes it just hits straight to the fielder, but against the tailenders he is ruthless. He gets that McGrath type of length, top of off, and if you see one of the replays on the Facebook page of Brampton Premier League, there's a clip that just, it's the bail clipping and the ball traveling to the other side, actually.
Lovely.
So just some lovely bowling, and he was awarded the man of the match.
Shout out to Glenn McGrath. That was not very Glenn McGrath-esque, as that goes wide on the leg side, but that is okay. Now, one of these things about the shorter length, it can be detrimental to the batsman actually in this format, because if they do, that was very close to hitting the leg stump. Leg bye given.
That is dangerous leave by. So we have the captain actually. He is the captain of Sonu's Battalion that was batting just now, the lefty. Name is Amanpreet Sekhon. He did not expect that ball to swing in.
Not
expect, and what he ended up doing was leaving the ball, but the ball swung and hit his pads, and luckily they got a leg bye.
And here's a delivery, short ball right to the bowler, but he misses and they pick up the single. A very quick outfield, but that goes for overthrows, and they're going to take one more. You got to be a little bit careful. I know you have a great fielding a team, but you got to be very disciplined. Now, here's the thing with the short ball, especially over here, you really need to generate a lot of power, because this ball and this particular pitch is not going to give you much. And so sometimes a shorter ball will work out, as they'll try to go for a big one and they may not have the power, and there's some great fielders at the boundaries, and we've seen it over and over again in this particular season. And you never know, but here comes the next delivery. Let's see what he has.
And some coming in. Excellent. That's the length I'm talking about. That's the length I'm talking about, always. You saw that Anson, I don't think believes in swinging the ball and kind of trapping. He relies on the metronomic good length and tying up the batsman.
A little punch. And they'll take the single. And I can see what you mean by that. I think one of those things about those types of bowlers is that because it's just consistently pitched in the same spot, the batter gets a little bit used to it in terms of the eye. But then one goes in, one goes out. One jumps up, all in the same place, and that variable bit is pretty exciting.
We have Ayaz coming in. Ayaz Bailim.
Now, how's Ayaz? Number 7 is, I believe, a really, really big number from...
He's the captain, right?
Yeah, he's the captain of the Proteas.
Captain himself bringing on. One of the factors of Ayaz, actually, he's the leader of Proteas CC as well. And in the Outdoor Summer League last year, they actually won the competition without getting unbeaten run in the Premier Division, and they've actually moved up, got promotion in the Hamilton League, and they're just bringing on the experience, the youthfulness, and the cricket skills onto the indoor format as well.
Yeah, fantastic work by them. It's a great product. You can see quite literally that one punched away for, I believe, 1 run? 2 runs. So it's exciting to see the youngsters, in Canada particularly, growing with the game. And now that the summer season is about to start, it's quite exciting to see that these guys stayed in form to some degree in this particular league, because it is the winter time and fall time during the time that this league goes on. So a big shout out to Mickey and the boys for Sports Trends for setting all of this up, and keeping these boys healthy, keeping these boys in rhythm, in form. And here we go with the next delivery. Captain. Bowler's back drive, picked up, fired away, and goes through right to the keeper. Single taken.
That was a strong shot down the ground. Powerful as it may be, the long on fielder actually anticipated it, attacked it, but I guess the throw picked it up really well. But I guess the throw was slightly off target. Otherwise, the batsman would have caught napping.
And you got to be, the amount of times I've seen run-outs, especially from the Mississauga Snakes, if you will. It's a toughie. Here we go. Next delivery. Swung at it with one arm. Dot ball.
Captain here really bringing the scoring rate down. I need to be critical at this juncture, because it is what needs to be said needs to be said. He is at 10 runs of 25 balls. That he needs to pick it up for Sonu Battalion to set a decent target.
2 runs there. He'll take those. Yeah, reminding me a little bit of Rahul Dravid. He takes his time. Fantastic batsman, but for some people, especially in the one-day internationals, they wanted him to be a little bit more aggressive. But what a guy, what a player.
He is a captain to some responsibility on his shoulders, so hopefully he makes it up.
He's going for his last delivery. Field set. He's changing it around a little bit. Last ball of the over. Let's see what he's got for him. Oh, fantastic. Pitched right at the pads. That looked like it swung quite a lot right onto his pads, and that's another dot ball, end of the over. Sonu's Battalion's 35 runs in 9 overs. That is quite a low score for 9 overs. I don't know what more they can do. They got to start getting aggressive, either with the wicket running, or they got to try to get some boundaries, see what they can do to get their score up. As these important overs now in the middle, where maybe if the part-time bowlers come in and they try to, ease some of the pressure off of the top-performing bowlers. Naveen back. He had a decent over. 6 only gone from him. Amanpreet back on strike. First ball, got him! Slow, it's just remained low and he just slowed down. He swung for the fences and he takes the bails. You love to see it, just the red flying bails. And that's another down. The pressure is on for Sonu's Battalion to bring on the runs, or they're going to quite literally be lost and left behind in this game. Fantastic bowling. Abe coming back soon. I know he wants to comment on exactly that. He talked about it, of how, Naveen had done that last game, taking out the tail enders, but this time he takes out one of the big ones. May have worked out for them, as, he was going way too slow, so this might be a good fresh start for Sonu's Battalions, and let's find out what they can do. Naveen going for his second delivery. And coming in is a danger man, Karinda. Now, he's got a reputation for swinging away, and that's what makes it exciting. I think they need to put someone who can go hit the ball, get them runs, and in quick succession. So let's see if he can bring some energy back into Sonu Battalion's bats. But great bowling so far from Proteas. I better talk about that. You know, he took the bails out exactly how you had mentioned about the last game we was doing with the tail-enders. Just a straight delivery, slowed down, and he tried to hit it for the shot. It's remained low, and the bails go flying.
And he's a very smart bowler here. He has this. That's the commentator's curse right there. We praise him, and he comes up with such a unique delivery, right? And it's actually given wide.
He wanted to show us that he's human.
Exactly. No, he's a smart bowler. Going by his grip of the ball, he's able to vary like a cutter on the seam, quicker one. And the beautiful fact is that he has this high arm straight action that will give the best possibility of anything to happen after pitching the ball.
No doubt, yeah. Oh, good ball. That one looked a little bit more pace. He put a little bit more extra in there. And swing and a miss from Gurwinder. Now, you need him to connect because Sonu's Battalion needs runs right now, and they need to make a push. Otherwise, this game's going to slowly go away. Another one! Staying low. Well, that's unfortunate. Swing and a miss, Gurwinder looking to do damage, but the ball continues to do magical things in the hands of Navin. And a big shot. And 3 runs given. Now that's what you need in order to be competitive, is get those runs going. And that's the end of the over. Great over from Navin. And now they're discussing what to do, and Pringle seems to be getting the delivery, the ball. I think they want to take wickets here. And the whole troops, all of them praising the captain's choice here. One of the senior players, Pringle, as we know, he took one, a catch in the last over that he had. So let's see what he does here. I think they want to take Gurwinder's wicket right now. And they've set the field, they're pushing people back, which means there is a high chance of them expecting him to swing away. Last time Daniel took the catch. And Bobby praising and pushing the teams. Here we go. First delivery of the over, Pringle. A shot down the ground. Daniel, great way to get there. 1 run. And I like it. I like how aggressive the field is. It's fantastic. 41 for 3. Good shot by Gurwinder now. In comes. Sorry, that was Arminder. On strike. Shorter ball. Oh, dropped. Good attempt. Oh, just came out of his hands. That was hit really hard. Really hard, and he just dropped it. Just came out of his hands, but only 1 run from it. Ashutosh, fantastic fielding there, buddy. Stopped a few runs. Almost took the wicket. And this is what we meant about bringing Pringle back. I think they want to take wickets, and that was very, very close. It looks very close to doing what exactly the captain had planned for in this particular over. Here comes the next delivery, a shot way in the air, and it's caught! They did it! Naveen with the catch. Ladies and gentlemen, putting Pringle back in the attack. It worked. Great captaincy. Great confidence in that ball. It is another one down for this Sonu's Battalions. Gulwinder is now gone. That was the danger man. Fantastic work. And Proteas should be feeling really good about themselves now in this position. 4 down, 42 runs in 10 overs. That is some really, really good work. And yes, Pringle with a big smile across his face. He's feeling himself right now. Now they're having a little chuckle about that one. DJ, aka Devinderjeet, coming into the attack. Now his position here is very important because at this point you're at the middle of the batting lineup. And he takes a shot right there. Oh, one bounce and they're trying to go for it. Oh, just misses. Now if they'd carried just a little bit, you know, the fielders are ready. They're really attacking. Daniel is ready for those. So close. So close, and they're talking to amongst each other like you should have came up a bit. Started a little bit front. But it's okay. The spirits are high and Pringle going for the next delivery. He's a little bit ashamed of himself, but that's okay because you never know, he might come right back. Arminder back on strike. Devinderjeet back on strike, my apologies. And he's pushing the leg side fielder closer and closer. Let's see what that means. Is he expecting to pitch a certain place? Exactly what he was doing. Perfectly positioned, goes right to him. There you go.
So far it's 43 for 4 in 10.5 overs. Always, what do you think? Where is this match going right now?
Right now, I think Proteas has their number, quite literally. If they don't pick up the run rate and start making some shots and keep, applying the pressure on the batting end, they're going to fall behind. This is too easy of a...
But the Proteas are bowling really, really nicely. They're up to their reputation, bowling tight. Amazing fielding. I don't know, you missed yesterday game. There were like some amazing catches.
No doubt.
That's like, I don't know what the team, the Royals were stunned by their fielding.
No doubt. And, you can even see it right now as they're charging every ball.
Yes.
There's no laziness in the field at all. Everyone's vocal. Everyone's alert.
Yes.
And even more importantly is that there have been some great catches as well. Like that was a drop over there, but that was smashed right to him. And even if he doesn't catch that, he keeps it away from being 2 or 3 runs. And that's only a single. So great fielding. How do you feel about this team?
It's a very young and energetic team. And if I take the average age, I think they will be the youngest team on average for this tournament. They come. I think this team comes for the farthest distance. They usually come from St. Catherine or something like that, or Kitchener, but the energy is amazing, and they're like very good fan base. Their fan travels with them.
And you'd love to see that. The more people we can get to create like this environment of excitement, especially in these final games, I tend to enjoy that quite a bit. And they've been cheering their team on. There's been some great wickets, especially in the most with some of the best players on Sonu's Battalion, and a shot.
I think it's like the 2 runs. Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the dilemma is like the Sonu team is unbeaten for the league section, like 16 games they won, 4 ran out or did no results, and they lost their first game yesterday. This is called bad luck, and today they're in a little bit hot water right now.
You know what that happens sometimes with the best teams is that if you haven't tasted loss yet,
Yes.
right, you can crack under pressure because your confidence is always really, really high. But when the confidence has been destroyed
Yep.
because things don't go for you the way that they usually go for you, it may take a toll on you, and then you go into the slump. And we've seen it with many different teams. So I'll give you an
If
example.
you remember Pakistan in T20 World Cup, they won everything, and then they just lost
They lost it.
on the game, and they're out.
Exactly, and that's what the danger is that you can do so well during the course of the season, but the real challenge starts when the big games happen.
Yep.
Right, that's the challenge. How is your mental fortitude? How is your adversity? Because anything can happen.
Yes.
Right? Teams have played you multiple times, so they have somewhat of a game plan against each one of your players.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna perform? And right now, to be honest with you, I'm quite disappointed in the Sonu Battalions.
Yes, it looks like they're not able to pick the bowling line of Proteas bowling, and maybe they're like under pressure by the excellent fielding these young guys are doing. So you guys are watching the second eliminator of BPL Canada, and right after that we'll have final and presentation. You can watch this game and it's a high shot and 6 nice juicy hot volley deserve the treatment it did.
And there was a maximum. Now this is what we're talking about. This is what Sonu Battalion needs to do. And the boys are cheering on that 6. The maximum so important at this time as they got to create runs out of nothing now if they want to be relevant.
53 for 4 in 11.4 overs. Others, do you think the Sonu Battalion has missed the boat, or they still have something?
But one of the important things to remember is that in this particular pitch, anything can happen. Just as bad as one maybe team might have performed, that could also mean for the next team, the same thing can happen, right? So that's one thing that I will say. But you need to have a score that is like at least competitive in my eyes. And right now, I don't think they're close to a competitive score.
That's a unique combination, left arm bowling to a left arm.
Yeah,
That's good to see that. Yeah, so I think that name is Pragnish. It's 2.3 over 16 runs. Good batting. And would we have Amrinder 10 of 10 balls and Devinderjeet 6 of 7 ball. So I think Sonu has to put the pedal on the gas and show us some fireworks. The people who are watching with us, we would encourage everybody to, it's a very beautiful night. Come out to the Dome, Misada Stadium at Mavis and Courtney Park.
Yes.
Enjoy us, and we have the company of the third umpire / scorer with us. So it's a good atmosphere today.
Yeah, he's not allowed to comment on anything.
Anything?
He's been told you got to sit there and do the score, mate.
Cool.
No, nothing else for you. But in comes the captain again on the attack.
Nope.
Ayaz
Bellam. It could be.
And DJ on strike. Now, here's what happens. This is a big over.
Oh, almost played on. Interesting that why he is bowling round the wicket.
For some people, they're more comfortable. Maybe the ball swinging a certain way.
As soon as I see a left-handed, when I used to play when I was young, anytime left-handed comes, I bowl round the wicket.
Yeah.
So this is just a different angle.
Yeah, it creates a bit of an angle, and let's see how it.
Right. Bowling right on dot.
Yes. Now, see, for me, it's a little bit different. I will bowl from the other side.
Yeah.
And I like to swing it back right on the pads. Find that little walk hole. But good delivery. Another dot.
Very disciplined cricket right now from Proteas, and Sonu really trying hard.
I think them charge the ball. They charge it and they're ready to throw.
Okay, so I'm going to hand Mike back to the more experienced Abhay from Quick Info for his excellent commentary, and I'm going to run back and I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Thank you. I got some fans here. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Ayaz with another delivery, but this one goes wide. Unfortunate. And it looks like Abhay might be taking a little longer of a leave than we thought. If Farooq Bhai wants, he can come back.
Till Abhay is not coming back, I'm going to keep doing it.
No problem. You come Ayaz with another delivery. And that's...
Yeah, shot. Good shot.
Oh. Another run. So now you can see that the strike's rotating quite a bit between DJ.
It's already 12.5 overs, right? Because already 3 overs left, pretty much.
About 5 overs left.
5 overs. 16 overs, right?
17.
17, okay. 58 for 4. It's a tough situation.
All right. Right, so the 16th over is going to be...
it's a 100 ball, right?
It's 100 ball. So yeah, you're right, about 3.
Who's good in math?
Yeah.
Anybody who's watching the game, can you tell us how many overs have been 100 balls? Is it 6 balls over? Haris Kamani?
Haris Kamani, stats boy, shout out to Kamani.
Where's Aslan? Where's our commentator team? Aslan on his way?
Here's the thing about these legends.
Yeah.
These guys, they get paid the big bucks.
Right.
They take their time, they make a fashionable entrance, they can't just come early. That's not part of the
Aslan, maybe you're taking some rounds and doing some jogging. I see him jogging all over the place, in the winter, snow.
Yeah, he loves to keep fit, and it's that exact determination.
I think Haris needs to do that too.
Haris needs to do a lot of other things as well.
Cool. Let's see who's the next bowler.
Pringle's back on the attack.
So it's 2 overs, 11 runs, 2
hit right to
wickets.
The field.
Excellent fielding. Excellent fielding. Bad throw.
Bad throw, but they stop a single taken. But this is what you need from your team. It scares the batsmen. They're like, if I put it over there, it's going to be stopped. Do we take the run? Do we not take the run? Great aggressive fielding. Now, it's interesting because I think Arslan's probably signing autographs right now. That's why he's taking so long. He's got a lot of fans over here. So once he's done with his autographs...
the amount of videos he puts on, he must have so many fans.
Exactly. Yeah, Pringle taking his time. I believe the batsman...
Did he missed his mark? Or batsman already?
One or the other. 58 for 4. 13.1. Arminder with 11 of 13, which is not bad. And DJ
I'm
was
still not satisfied with the score from Sonu right now.
There's a shot. And that's 3 runs. Now that's what you need. When he opens up the hips and just smashes it away. No fielder there. Over them for 3 runs.
Always, what do you think in your expert opinion? How many runs it should be safe or at least competitive?
I believe in this particular format about 140. 140 is
140, so they're about 80 runs short in 2 overs?
Let's just say this is not a good look right now. But again, good ball actually. That was a very good ball and attacked.
We're seeing that the Proteas fans are driving and jamming up the QEW.
The legends here, ladies and gentlemen. The autographs have been signed. The people have been pleased, and the people's champion is here, Arslan.
We're live right now. Okay.
We're live right now.
So I'm going to leave my seat for the legend.
No, thank you so much.
Yeah, the only Mississauga Sports Festival we had so far, the fastest bowler of Mississauga Cricket League, not Cricket League, the Mississauga Sports Festival, Salan was here. So Salan, I'm going to hand the mic and we'll take care of that.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Farooq Bhai. It was a great festival, the Mississauga Cricket Festival.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Well, you're missing out on a big one. Sony's Battalion, who's a very, very great team, is having trouble right now getting runs.
So he can do his...
Now, the story of the game so far has been wickets have been taken early, runs have not been scored, and the fielding has been fantastic. However, you never know. 1 or 2 overs of just pure hitting can get them back in the game.
Oh, for sure. And the bowling looks like they're actually moving the ball, and it's hard for batsmen to play.
no doubt. And you've missed some of the wickets. The ball has just been either dying or swinging, one or the other. Look at this.
Shot in the air as well. And it's gone over for 6. Beautiful shot. Well picked up.
He just had to move back 1 or 2 steps, and he might have had that. It hit the tip of his hands, and it went for a 6. Now this is exactly what they need. DJ hitting a 6, the maximum. Or was that Arminder? Arminder hitting a 6. 70 for 4. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what they need. Now, about 2 overs, maybe 12 plus 4. So 16 balls are left, I believe, in this game. Not this game, sorry, this first innings. And, Proteas looks to be in a very good spot. Let's see, I really would like to see, the Sonu Battalions at least break the century mark. If they can do that, and, they ball just as effectively and feel just as hard as these boys over here at Proteas, maybe they'll give themselves a chance. But in the meantime, runs have to come, and they have to swing away and get as many as they can. And I'm right back with Abe. Abe, what do you think? 70 for 4.
Are you saying always that this is like water in a desert? The runs at a premium here? Is that the Sonu's battalion?
I mean, if they don't, in my head, I believe they need to cross the century mark to at least have some confidence going into the ball.
They're reaching for the stars here always. They have just 17 deliveries.
Oh! Well fielded, just dropped.
See the effort there always. See the amazing effort there by the Proteas. They are an excellent unit full of youth, right? And this is what cricket is about. This is what cricket is about, a young unit, strong unit, and they have the skills to back it up. You have medium pacers, you have cutters, and I'm hoping they had a couple of spinners on display. Although, being a spinner myself, I know we can get murdered here. It's such short boundaries, but they're a really good unit.
Big shot. Has gone for the maximum. Now, this is exactly what I was talking about. It can change in an instant. You finish off strong. Now, think about this from a confidence perspective. You start hitting boundaries in the most crucial overs, which is the last few. You bring the score over a century, right? You go in with your head high, right? That might be the difference between an experienced team and a non-experienced team, right? So if Proteas go into the batting innings not really having much confidence because it's been leveled out by the batting of Proteas, and a no ball.
Isn't that like gold dust right now for the Sonu? They are getting extras, they are getting runs of extras, and I think there's a free hit coming up now, Naveen.
A free hit. Talk to me about this though. If they start hitting and they end off this innings with, as I say that.
As the commentators curse, oh no, that was a free hit! That was a free hit and he didn't get out. I guess that's why he went for the big heel ho, right?
Yes.
Big heel ho. No worries.
But think about it. You hit a 6, or not a 6. You end the innings off with a strong finish. You're hitting boundaries. You're silencing their attack, and now you go in with over 100, a century. How does that affect the young?
Absolutely. So
then they might crack under the pressure, and if they're starting to get early wickets, who knows?
Absolutely. That is one of the disadvantages of being a young team. You might not know how to handle on-field pressure, how to handle tournament pressure, and the playoff pressure, right? That is very key. You have these seniors, these good players bearing down you, maybe sledging to an extent, when you're and always a chase. Always a chase is with tension, and they are facing against. They are the underdogs. Proteas, even if they came up, they are the underdogs right now.
Absolutely.
They have to bat out of their skins too. Now it's a respectable score, always. 80 is not bad.
I don't know about a respectable score, mate, but it is better than what we were looking at.
Better, yeah.
So what I will say though with that is we missed out on the fact that Navinda has been retired, and coming in for him is Vishvinder.
No, Ayaz.
No, Vishvinder.
Oh, the batsman. Okay, got it.
So maybe they're looking for a bit more punch. So Ayaz the captain bowling now. Hopefully he keeps it in good line and length. Otherwise, these boys can punish.
So always, I do want some excitement on the field, but I want some excitement off the field too in the commentary booth. So I'm handing over to Arslan right now to carry over for the rest of the game.
Mate, it's been exciting with you. I'll be honest with you.
Amazing, always.
Great. Arslan's just as good. We're all going to have fun here. We'll take turns.
We are going to take turns. We're going to be not Channel 9, BPL 9 unit, commentary unit,
There you go.
Oh, over to Arslan.
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you, Abhay. Half the fun is coming here and talking to you after the games. It's always fun.
So Arslan, now talk about a perspective of a bowler, right? You're going in and you've been pretty successful.
Right.
And then you get punished in the last over or something like that.
Right. So that can really mess with your mindset as a bowler, because you've been on top of it, right? And all of a sudden you start getting picked on. And that's when you can really dig deep and come back from that. Or if you can't, then some games you just can't, because it's such a negative loop.
Absolutely. Now, as a youngster, did you have trouble with that?
Oh yeah, big time. I think it's all a learning curve, especially a sport like cricket. It's all a learning curve with bowling. And as a youngster, I remember just charging in even harder when I got hit.
Absolutely. Now that's another swing and a miss. 2 dot balls in a row. Ayaz has been bowling fantastically. So we're now looking at 83, and this, I believe, is the second last over.
Right.
In comes the delivery from the captain. Another dot. No. Does he pick up 2 here?
I think he has picked up 2.
Okay. There's the last 5 balls now. So the captain takes the last over. Now that's very fitting, as he wants to take on all the pressure. 85 for 4. And in comes Vishvinder, and he's the danger man as per Sonu's battalions. They want to get big runs here. And he smashes it down the ground.
Almost a misfield there. And a good throw back. Good recovery by Bobby.
Good coverage by Bobby there. If he's not there, that's another boundary, and maybe that plays with the confidence of the boys.
Those are the runs that count at the end,
Absolutely.
That's what makes and breaks a game.
Good bowling by Ayaz though, and great fielding, and this is what you need in those end overs. You don't want to give up any runs.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you do, make sure you stop the boundaries, you dive, you back up everything. Look at that.
It's a great delivery.
So what we've noticed now is they've been given different types of actions, right? You have a straight action,
right,
where the ball is not really moving, it's just coming right at you.
Right.
Either it's going to stay low or it's going to stay high. Then you have guys like Ayaz. Now he comes in and he creates these incredible angles.
Right.
And the ball is bouncing. So now, how does that feel for a batsman?
It's definitely harder to adjust if 2 bowlers are coming at you with different angles. So this guy, for example, he's picked this one well. But this is more of a high arm action, what we call it. Right, so the ball comes in straighter, and it comes right at the length, and you can play it.
They did a great job of explaining exactly what that was, the high arm action. All these boys do have that.
Exactly, and the other type is the round arm action. So that one comes with an angle, which swings the ball a little bit more too, and that's what troubles the batsman.
I think comes Ayaz.
Ooh,
good shot, but right to the field. The fielding's been great. Fielding's been great, and what a way to end the innings. Fantastic work by Proteas. The final score for the Battalion's 88 runs, 89 to win. What a performance by these boys. Let's take a look. As it seems like Amrinder
Amanpreet scored 12, Saurabh went for
There you go. So Amrinder seemed to have the most consistent sort of runs coming in with 22 off 21, but apart from that, not much to talk about. Davinderjeet, another one, 20 off 19.
yeah, quick fire there, yep.
But as you can see, Pringle doing some damage, and Daniel with some great catches out there. Navin as well. It's just those three guys have been so dangerous in all aspects of the fielding and bowling.
Yeah, they kept it really tight. Didn't let too many extras in, because we've seen a lot of extras go in this tournament, and 13 is a good number.
Absolutely. Now they're going to go and they're going to have their drinks. They're going to talk strategy of how they're going to bet. Are they going to stay confident and attack, or are they going to take this slow? We don't know, but we'll find out. Now the bowling team. Let's take a look at some statistics here. As you know, Abhishek
Keeping it really tight with his economy at 2, not leaking any runs, and he took a wicket.
Pringle actually, they made a great adjustment. So they had the opportunity to bring in some middle order sort of bowlers, the part-timers.
Right.
But they decided they had one of their danger men, and they decided to bring back Pringle in the attack.
So yeah, he's clearly a wicket-taking bowler, and that's the kind of bowler a captain would go to in situations like that, where a partnership is like building up, and that's when you want to go to him and ask him to break that, and that's exactly what he did.
He did not allow these guys to make any sort of partnership, quite frankly.
Right.
And actually, I want to comment about Navin. Navin also coming in and just very good line and length, takes a dangerous man as well. And on top of that, the captain. I will say, may not have gotten any wickets, but just really, really good line and length, making it tough for them. They had to earn every run with him there. And you saw in the last over, they got nothing out of it.
Exactly. And he's leading from the front in that regard as well. Not leaking runs and making sure, no wides are given. Good economy.
Now we're taking a look at the battalions and their body language as we speak, and they're having a little bit of a pep talk. But with that being said, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back when the action starts. We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Abhishek and Nancy Moran's opening. Let's see.
Happy Gill, number 5.
I think they're going for the lefty-righty combo.
You love to see it. Love to see a lefty on lefty. Oh, very rare to see, but when it does happen.
Happy Gill starting off the bowling attack. Here we go. Oh, we're getting movement, initial movement right off the bat. Some away movement.
Oh, the batsman did not look very comfortable there, mate. Oh, he's walking around, he's like, oh, I'm feeling it, baby. I'm feeling it right now. What a delivery for the first one. It's looking dangerous. Well fielded.
No runs on that delivery.
Now, interestingly enough, as you look at it on the right, Proteas has such a big, audience. It's great. Oh, what a delivery! Another dot ball.
He's getting that movement, you see, and it's troubling the batsman because he can't quite pick it. It's coming off the surface.
Absolutely. Let me ask you a question now. You have an audience. Oh, he struck that pretty
That is gone for 2 runs.
2 runs? 2 runs. So, you got yourself a great score to chase, right? You got yourself an audience.
Right.
But as a captain or as an experienced player, how do you guys feel about, how you go into the game? Do you go in like, oh, let's aggressively finish this game quickly?
I mean,
do you take it slow? Like, what do you do?
It depends on the game situation, of course. I mean, if you have a low-scoring game like this, but the other team can take you out, you might want to pace it down. But usually you should go in with an attacking mindset to win. Do as much damage in the beginning as you can, and the rest will follow.
Speaking of damage, we haven't seen any, and Happy Gill been bowling quite fantastically.
Ooh, another delivery right there.
Not hitting him at all. 3 runs from it, end of the over. Let me ask Abe. Abe, how do you feel about, how would you do it?
So I want to start off with, trust me always, Sonu's battalion is not going to budge an inch. We saw it with the first over, we understood with your reaction, and I know some of these guys, my captain plays along with them, they're going to give it their all. Maybe they look slightly less energetic today, but a wicket or 2 can perk up. Some swinging deliveries can perk up. Action on the field can perk up the entire team. It just needs that spark.
Absolutely. Now let's see if Vishu can give that spark right here. Oh, that moved quite significantly, but a wide ball given.
I don't need to go to Walmart for bananas. I am seeing banana swing right here. That is what is happening. This guy moves the ball. This is a lighter version of the ball, a leather, right? It moves extravagantly.
So, as we have Arslan over here with us. Banana is his favorite fruit, and that's why he gets that much swing.
Exactly.
Of course. You got to eat bananas. You got to get that fiber. You got to get all of that good nutrients in. And it's the only way you're going to be like Arslan. So, Vishu has taken a note out of his book.
So, are you saying I need to eat some bananas too to get some swing in my spin bowling too? Maybe.
100%. All you need to do is eat yourself a kiwi. As a kiwi can be a very, very tricky fruit.
It can be.
And so maybe your deliveries become tricky as a result of eating a kiwi. Who knows?
You are what you eat, so at the end of the day, it makes a difference.
Alright, Vishu is third delivery.
Well
shock.
It seems like he does have that initial in-swing movement, but I don't think it's intentional movement. Like that ability to control that when you want it to come right in. Maybe we'll do it after.
No runs.
No run there. Yep.
Is there a right angle one or just
There's only
this one? 7 runs. Now here's where I like the in-swing. Now I want to see him go ball right at his legs with an in-swinger. Like that.
Like that, yeah.
But it did not actually come in, it was more...
No, because it's not intentional, you know. It just, if it moves, it moves, and it will take the wicket down if it does.
Now I want to move closer to off-stump as he's pitching at the legs if he's coming with this angle.
Right.
And
it's all about visualization. Like you can literally, as a swing bowler, you're looking at different angles, which is why geometry is like your friend there. But what you're looking to do is basically release the ball so that it does its magic in the air and ends up at the wicket.
Well shot.
That's gone for another 2.
Looking good.
You take a 3 on this.
As Mansimran gets another few for Proteas. 9 runs off this over. Now they're talking about, is this a 2? Is this a 1? What's going on? We have someone smoking a vape over there. Right at the, that could be our commissioner. It could very likely be our commissioner over there. But he's living himself a dandy.
And he's the one that stopped the ball, so and he's sitting right at the line.
He's getting told to move, but he's not budging. He said, no way, this is my league. I get to do what I want. It's definitely not Mickey, actually. In any case, this man has become a nuisance and he's asking him...
He does not care. He's sitting right at the boundary line for the runs. And they're only going to give it a 1.
No, they're giving it a 2.
They're giving it a 2?
Yeah. Now we have, look at Abe. Abe, doing commentary, running around and now being a boundary expert. He's getting all of his money's worth today.
Yeah, and he's such an individual who loves cricket, Like in general, he just enjoys every single aspect of it. From filming it, to talking about it, to playing it,
Yes, sir. And in comes Freddie back, Happy Gill. Runs with Happy Gilmore,
Happy Gill.
The dog who ends up winning,
Might be the case today.
Might be the case, and Sonu's Battalions definitely need someone to start taking wickets, as his score is definitely chaseable. And very easily.
Agreed. So with this bowler, Happy, I would be looking to come closer to the stumps as I bowl.
Oh, good ball.
That is excellent bowling.
They're having a lot of trouble. Now, one thing I will say about Happy right now, it's what I'm noticing, is that he's actually getting a little bit more bounce than most of the other guys that we've seen. And something might happen where he might end up not getting bounce in one of his deliveries, as you can see.
That was the first one.
So that variable bounce, as long as you're pitching it in the same spot, can be very dangerous to a
Definitely,
batsman.
because you don't know if it's going to come up or stay low, and that can sometimes take the wicket.
Absolutely. So great bowling so far from Pradeep Singh. Swinging away. These guys have
very
trouble.
nice.
Abhishek is
Good change of length right there. You see, he's a smart bowler, Happy, and he's putting it up, and then he's pulling the length back.
Oh,
He was in the gap. Well shot.
Abhishek taking 2 there. 2 or 3 runs. 3 runs off that one. Yeah, one of my favorite shots is when you can see a really nice cover drive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It is
It's a
such
beauty to
beauty.
behold. You can see it all the way down,
And sometimes, it's just the timing of it. You see the ball gracefully make it.
Oh yeah. And the noise. The noise, right?
Shout out to one of my boys, Talha Kirmani, who has a fantastic cover drive.
He does, yep.
And here comes the delivery. Oh, wide ball.
It's going to be a wide, and it's also at the back. So that's buys right there.
2 runs? 2 runs taken. 16 runs. It's looking like a very simple chase here for the
Proteas. Going well.
Now the field has been changed. They're looking to see if they can stop those runs on the offside, as Abhishek has been punching it down there. He's been getting 3 runs.
Yeah, I would pull that fielder back on the covers, because clearly that's one area that is a good ball. But that's one area that's really exposed with no fielder there.
Yeah. And it's good that they're trying to change the field around and force him to hit there.
Yep.
To see if he, kind of screws up.
Right. And one thing I noticed too, that the Snakes did really, really well as well. What they did was, Haris Kamani is a great captain who actually has great feeling set, like a sense of where to put the fielders, and he was able to put the right fielding changes, and he put a guy there every single game. I haven't seen anything like it before, because I didn't see any other teams do it.
And one of those things is that you read games and you realize there's some hot areas where most guys are going to hit. And so putting a field in those hot areas, and you know how much of a stats boy he is, it could be very, very beneficial. Bowler's back drive.
A great shot. Good fielding.
1 run. Oh, he hits
and
the
might
wicket.
take. Good. Look into my eyes.
No worries. No worries.
That was embarrassing.
I was like, I'm trying to look in his eyes just to see how shy this boy is. Oh, sorry, we're still commentating. 2 runs. We had a moment, me and Aslam, we had a photo taken.
Keeping it really professional here.
Very professional,
at BPL.
always. Part of the job is for people to notice us, legends in our own right, and taking pictures, signing autographs.
Just
That's what we
having fun
do.
with it.
Awais Ansari actually has, aka Papi has this record of having 7 wickets in 7 overs. So every time he was brought on, he took a wicket.
Yeah, I remember that. That was my first season playing with Snakes too.
There you go. Oh, great ball. And hit away, 1 run.
No, sorry, I think that was my second season.
That was the second season, and it was in a very interesting place down near Meadowvale, Twin Arenas.
Right.
Much smaller field.
Oh yeah.
Much different game. And you were very effective that year.
I remember that. Yeah, we won a semifinals against the Mississauga Dolphins.
Oh, you absolutely destroyed those.
I think I got like 6 wickets in that game.
Insane amount of wickets, and then the finals came about half an hour later.
Oh yeah,
and I think it just took away all the energy and destroyed that momentum.
I think we just got too ahead of ourselves, and
and it tends to happen.
It just slipped away. Yeah, it's a learning thing.
Absolutely. Now here comes Vishu with another ball.
Well
struck. Now Abhishek is feeling himself a little bit. You can see a little bit of a different step in his walk. 25 runs, 3.5 overs.
Proteas on track to make that chase.
Now Abhishek has had a few dot balls, courtesy of Happy Gill of Pradeep Singh, but he's made a comeback here. He started to hit the ball. He's seeing the ball differently, and that's what you want. Just kind of sticking through and then starting to do some damage. And this is another shot, but a dot ball there. Of sorts, and that is
Mani Samar is playing it really effectively. He is playing it smart, not trying to rush anything.
He's taking some water.
Taking his time,
today we're sponsored by Sports Trends, Royal Sponsorship, and quite a few other places.
And Tim Hortons.
And today Tim Hortons is supplying us with the energy outside of just the love for the sport.
Yep.
I've got myself spring water. We've got steep tea with 2 milk for
and a bottle of Flow.
And a bottle of Flow. Let's take a look at this. Now, I do a lot of research in terms of waters, right? And it's important to know that it has to be from a natural spring water.
So this one is actually one of the better ones. If you read it, it's 8.1 pH, which is alkaline state water.
Nice.
Ooh, that is gone.
No, stopped at 1 run. Nope, no runs. Yeah, I know there's a big difference between highly processed tap water and, I don't know if you follow the water sommelier.
I do. Yep.
You guys, a legend in his own right. So he teaches you about how, having mineral in your water is not a bad thing.
Yeah. It's actually a good thing for you, But the thing is, it has to be the right kind because it messes with your body as well. And plastics also make a big difference, and box water is probably like the better way to go.
Absolutely.
Happy coming in. Oh, that was an excellent delivery.
I really like this boy. He's got a fantastic action, and one of those things is that he makes these angles, these cuts and these swings, like whatever's working for him, and he hits his mark every time.
Yep, and he's building that length where you can't really play
Look at this.
or leave.
What's he supposed to do? Abhishek's putting his head down because all this game, he's maybe had 1 or 2 shots on this guy.
Abhishek's actually playing it really well, to be honest. Any other batsman would have probably gone for it and got it out.
There you go. That's the difference between experience and non-experience, right?
Exactly.
So good job by Abhishek, but still, like, fantastic.
Amazing bowling,
bowling.
yeah.
Oh, see, as you can see, he swings for it. They're looking for the run, and they will get it. I would have liked a little bit more aggression from the fielder there to stop the singles, as the singles will kill them in this game.
Yep.
Not enough of a score for you to be watching the ball. But again, we know that the battalions are a little bit of an older team, so they probably would like to see the ball go more than actually stopping it. But we never know. A spark could come out of nowhere and a
swing
shot.
It's gone for 1 off the back.
And that's 2 runs. And that's the end of the over. 28 for no loss. We've got Abhishek with 10 off 16 and Mansimran with 9. So they're taking their time. They're going to stay on the wicket and try to, stay out there and bring this team to victory.
Abhi, can you tell us a little bit about the gentleman sitting over there on the side? The guy who stopped the ball?
I saw that incident play out, and I'm like, no, this is pretty logical to me. It's a single, but there seemed to be some confusion overall.
Because he's chilling right at
He's chilling. He is, I believe, he is modeling himself on Yuzvendra Chahal, the way his IPL stance, right? The casual lie down, if you will.
He's really relaxed there, yeah.
He's like, the battalions haven't given me any reason to be sitting upright, so he's just chilling. But Gaggi on attack, and you saw that first delivery swing quite a bit, but great shot.
Saturday night always, summer season coming up, probably he played a game in the morning, he's just chilling.
He's just relaxing.
Oh,
An opportunity there.
I wonder if he headbutted. He has quite the circumference over
That
there.
hit him square on the on the forehead.
Someone go check on him. I don't know. That sounded really loud.
Concussion there. Yeah, it sounded all the way loud here.
But it's just surprising. It did hit his head and stayed in the air quite a while.
Yeah,
I am shocked that no one else was over there to take that catch. That upsets me.
Yeah, that could have been an opportunity.
It was definitely an opportunity. He did everything that he could to keep it.
He did everything right.
And not one single guy was over there to catch that ball.
That's wasted effort.
It was wasted effort, mate.
That was an interesting play out of a ball. The fielder clearly missing it there. We would have been, it is close to the back net too. It's a bit tricky there. But let's say Gaggi coming in.
That's a great ball. Good comeback.
All these Brampton Battalion players, they are maintaining the line and length to an extent, largely to an extent. But the key thing against them, unfortunately, is the low target.
Yes.
So Proteas, you go swish, you go bang, it slices.
What a shot.
That's exactly what's happening now, right? It's easily 2 runs added to the total. It goes past the line, you add +1. It goes past the first pole, you add +2.
Absolutely. And there's at this point, I think they've killed out any sort of momentum for the battalions, and they're just in cruise mode now. And as you can see by the mate right near the boundary on the offside, he knows it too.
Well, and the game's slowly slipping away from the battalions. If they don't start taking wickets, this is where you need your best bowlers to come in and try to knock these guys out.
Cruise control is so dangerous.
Yeah.
And we mute the whole time? No way. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. It seems that we were muted this whole time. And this is what happens when you have
Too much fun at the commentary box. Yeah, you can't do much. But DJ is a new bowler. He actually toured with me to Montreal, and I know him to be a really quick bowler. Yep.
There you go. Almost getting that. So one thing you gotta talk about right now is this. Well, about halfway to the completing school,
Right.
and Mansimran and Abhishek are on cruise control,
Right.
and you love to see it from a perspective of the youngsters because they're showing that ability to not crack under a big moment. And we were
Right.
just talking about how you should enjoy this moment as you have very little runs to score against. Look at this.
That's a beautiful shot. Really well pulled. It's gone for one.
Mansimran with another 2.
He'll take 2.
And as you continue, more and more the confidence of the battalions depletes, right? So big credit to Proteas. What a performance they're putting on. Both ends, all 3 places, fielding, batting and bowling. They've done fantastic, and it looks like this is a shoe-in for them to take this game. But
They look really comfortable now. They're just standing there and playing their shots.
is there a prize for 3rd place?
I'm not sure. I think maybe a pat on the back.
We might get Mickey over here in the commentary box just for a quick second. Mickey, how you doing, Commissioner?
Pretty good, mate. How you doing?
We're doing great. We've had quite a fun time over here with Proteas and the battalions now. How are you seeing this game so far?
It's a blowout.
It's gone.
There was
the back.
and this man has a few words to talk about what's happening over here. Now, you've seen how this tournament has progressed over the years, right? Now, you're here at the finals, the 3rd place game in the finals. How do you feel about the upbringing of this product that you've created?
It's been very stressful. It's been very hard work behind the scenes. And I think the passion that the players are showing on the field just makes my heart even more 10 times better. Because just by building something like this,
It's gone for 2.
cricket 12 months in a year, indoor 6 months, and then you go outdoors for 6 months. That's the best thing you want as a cricketer.
Absolutely, and big credit to you, mate, because over the years, you keep these boys informed, and we've talked about this. It's so important to keep these guys fit. For the bowlers, despite the conditions of the pitch, their action, running in, all those kinds of things are intangible for their performance, even in the summertime. And same with the batsmen. It gives them the ability to hit their shots, stay in rhythm. But a little bit behind the scenes, we appreciate you. We appreciate all that you do. Now we got like live scoring and visuals and stuff like that. Talk about that progression.
Yeah, it was done by Abe, one of our Quick Club's representatives. He was very supportive from the beginning, and I wanted to create a change in the market as well. We want to bring live streaming. We want to bring good enough sponsors. Just by watching the games, you're gonna find people and businesses getting attracted to the product, and that's what we want at the end of the day, because that way our players will get paid more, and that's what we want.
Absolutely, mate. You want that, and it just comes from the sheer determination of yourself and everybody behind the scenes, but also the players. Yeah. Consistently, teams come in because they're so excited about this product, and especially in this new format, as you can see, it's a massive field. Very, very different type of play every single year. You get more players in this time, and kudos to you for making this product. And we're at the pinnacle moments of that particular,
Mickey has been a pioneer of indoor cricket league here, and over the years we've just seen it grow better, right? And that's something I've always been telling him. There's an opportunity there. Oh, and it's gone. Great catch. Golia takes it.
Mansimran taken.
Proteas down 49 for 1.
49 for 1.
49 for 1. Yep.
Do you feel as if this is it? Unless they can get some sort of damage done within the next few batsmen. Do you feel like that score is too little for the Battalions to defend?
You never know, because Battalion is one of the strongest teams in the competition. They have a very tight-knit unit, and they have fantastic bowlers. So you don't want to count anyone out right now. It's evenly balanced. Yes, there's another 40 runs needed in about 58 balls, but anything can happen in this game. It's a very fast-paced environment. 2 wickets here and there could change the game.
Absolutely. Well, Mickey, thank you for joining us. We're going to continue commentating and make sure that the rest of this game has action. So thank you so much. And we'll continue with Arslan over here. We're at 49 for 1. How important is that wicket?
I think it's going to be massive because they just broke that partnership, and there's a chance that now they can strike. And usually what happens is sometimes you see a batting collapse happen.
What a delivery! That was a peacher.
And we've seen so many good deliveries go unrewarded in this match so far.
Well, mid-action, Abhishek not ready. You don't do that to Vicky Judge. I'm telling you right now, this next delivery is going to be dangerous right at the stumps.
It's my prediction against Mitchell Johnson.
There you go. Ooh, punched away.
Abhishek looking right in the zone.
Chewing right now for the top batsman right now. I think he struggled early, but then he just kept with it, and now he's just doing whatever he wants.
He's looking solid today, yep. He's on 19 off 23.
It doesn't need to be over 100 strike rate, mate. He's just playing it smooth, enjoying the moment. Vicky Judge going in for his fourth delivery of the over.
It always takes time for the new batsman to adjust to the bounce and the movement of the ball. So let's see how Kush plays it.
Oh, well done.
And they have a fielder there, still taking over.
So, as you can see, they have about 5 guys more on the offside.
Yep. So the bowler knows where he's going to be bowling, and he's going to keep it on the offside channel. That's why they have that 5-4 setup.
There you are. That's the 8th over.
DJ coming back in for attack.
I like DJ. I really think that if there's a guy right now, then that is going to be the guy who can take those wickets, break those partnerships, and really give them a chance.
Yeah, and he's the guy that would be the one to do it. I actually went on a tour with him to Montreal. We went for MCL tournament there, and he was bowling brilliantly back in that tournament.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, look at that pace and swing there.
Was that swing or was that a cut?
It's more of a cut, but there is movement. I think that's an initial movement, that's his natural movement.
There you are. Oh, 2 runs. You can't give it to their butts. Sorry, I meant leg side. As they've been punching it away for 2s, and these will be punished. You need to keep right on the off.
And batsmen are playing it smart. They're just working it around. They're not looking for big shots at this point.
Absolutely, and you got your field set up on the offside. Why are you pitching it in on the leg side? It doesn't make any sense.
It's not intentional for sure, but sometimes that's just what happens. When the ball's too light, it just naturally drifts down,
Well, right now they needed to drift the other way, mate, because if they don't, this game is...
These runs are going to keep leaking.
Yes, sir. That's what you want a little bit more dot balls.
More of that, yeah. I think DJ has realized the formula on this pitch is not to go for pace, but to hit that lead.
Yeah, and Abhishek on strike, as you know, he's done damage. As you can see right there, that's a spot.
Gone for another single.
2 runs.
2 off of it.
Oh, Abhishek's been looking great, and I think that's just if we had a chart to show where he's been hitting the ball.
All offside.
All offside.
He hasn't been really pushing the leg.
You could set a field, mate, but if you find the gap, you find the gap.
Find it, yep.
Oh, Another two.
Kush is only playing on the left side, so this partnership's working well.
The game is slipping away.
Slowly going down this way.
Last ball of the over. Now,
Yes, looking strong.
now we're going to go from an Australian accent to maybe more of a West Indian. How do you feel about that?
I welcome it.
Well, we're back here. DJ with the ball. Swing and a miss.
Ooh, and that's
It looked
Good ball.
it looked quite wide, but not given.
I think it might be just on the line.
End of the over. 58 for 9. This
58 for 1 in 9 overs.
That's what I meant.
I thought you
And
said 58 for 9 down.
9 overs.
30. 30 odd left.
30 runs needed off 48 balls. So Vicky back on the attack.
Have you noticed how the Proteas, the batsmen are looking so calm and relaxed?
And
There seems to be like a tense environment in the bowling side, in the fielding.
I don't see much of a tenseness in the battalions actually.
Italians?
No, I think they're
I
just
think-
down energy level wise. That's about it. There's no shaking or anything like that.
There is shaking in terms of the low energy. That's what
Oh, I
mean.
see what you mean now.
So the
I see what you
shoulders
mean.
Are down.
Yes.
If you look at it.
Heads are down, shoulders are down, and with those other guys, they've got great delivery there by
You
Judge.
notice how they're not really walking in, you know, with the bowler as the bowler comes in to attack. And that's a sign that they're questioning if they're going to win. It's getting close. Oh! That was a good delivery.
So Hush is, the new batsman on attack right now. So he's had 5 off 8, which isn't bad, but there's been some very loose sort of shots from this guy. But Vicky Judge looking to get his wicket.
Ooh. And it's gone for 1. If it's
He charges
picked
it.
up.
Well done.
But yeah, this is the time where the battalions need to pick up their body language and get the energy back on the field and turn this game around for them.
How do you feel about Abhishek getting a 6 right here? The maximum.
I think it's very much
Well, that
possible
answers that.
there. Yep.
That answers that.
I think he's not really looking to hit big. He
No,
knows he can take it home. without
absolutely.
doing that.
Absolutely. Oh, Vicky has taken Abhishek. As commentators curse, Abhishek knows a little bit about that. Unfortunately, and Abhay was here with me a few overs ago, and commentators curse happened there too. So unfortunately, the danger man Abhishek is gone,
He was
dismissed.
undone by a ball. It stayed quite low, but he was also playing cross, which didn't help. And Abhishek is gone.
And the audience giving him quite the applause for his performance today. Abhishek going 21 off of 27, 59 runs off 10 overs, 2 away. New batsman coming in and a new bowler as well. Now this is a very crucial time for the battalions, as you got kind of 2 new batsmen and have just taken a wicket. So can they come back here and take a few more in succession? Because you never know what that means in terms of the
Exactly.
confidence of a youthful team.
I agree. And the new bowler coming in, let's see.
Vishu back on the attack. And it seems that the bowling change had worked for them. They picked up that wicket
On the last ball of that over.
on the last ball of that over. In comes Parshwa.
I believe
He's
it's
not on strike though. Khush is back on strike. So we got 2 really calm batsmen, composed guys. So let's see how they finish off this innings. Or will Vishnu? Oh,
very well played. A good cover drive right there.
thrown to what?
Be thrown off the side.
Thrown to what?
Another run right there.
For what reason?
Completely unnecessary.
I blame. And that was an unnecessary throw. But even more importantly, what were the fielders doing? They were just watching the ball.
No one backed it up.
That
It
is-
was gone through the back.
That is the things that you don't want, right? You want your fielders to be active, but you also want there to be sense in the throws.
As a captain, this is the most frustrating thing you can witness. You don't want to be giving away extra runs when you don't even have any to defend, you know? That costed them 2 runs, that overthrow.
Those two, no? Oh, another one. Easy singles here. Another
And
big
they're still
throw.
throwing.
There's the backup you need.
Yep. It's particularly worrying on the leg side when the throw gets hit because there's no fielders there. They've the battalions have opted for the 6-3, 6-2 field, where there's 6 fielders on the offside, and now they're changing it up for the lefty.
The lefty. Parshwana, again, we've been told that he's a little bit more of a composed guy. Likes to play for the runs, not really some guy who wants to hit for the maximum or anything like that. Just rotates the strike,
Yeah, and I
composed.
think those kind of guys really take away the game.
Just 28 needed to win off of 40 deliveries. More than enough time for these guys. As you can see,
Yep.
stops it.
Good batting stance. And his back speed is nice too.
.61 of 2 wickets, and that's 10.3. Vishnu coming in. Oh, well struck. That sounded very good off the bat, but fielder right there.
Cutting it off. Really well fielded, DJ.
Proteas CC slowly inching their way towards victory.
Harsh on strike. He hasn't made a run yet, but he looks confident. And that's a great shot coming straight down the field towards us. Well fielded.
Now, that kind of died out in the field. I expected that to come all the way for a 4 actually, but the fielders died it, and this was unfortunate. But
Shot nonetheless.
great shot, great shot. And Vishu back on, looking for another wicket here. Can he make it completable for these guys? No.
Oh, there's a chance. Good running. Excellent start.
I mean, that was a great throw, and the keeper was quick to hit the bails, but the runners are quicker.
Yep.
And coming in for some water for
Yeah,
Khush.
exactly. And excellent communication between the batsmen to just go for it. And you know, sometimes when a fielder gets their hand on the ball, they sometimes hesitate to run. But these guys have good communication and they ran for it,
Absolutely.
trusting each other's key.
11 overs gone, 63 for 2, 27 runs needed. .25 runs needed. Off of 36 balls. And then comes back the wicket taker, Big Judge. Now, Vicky has been the guy who's been taking both. He took Abhishek's wicket and he took the next guy's wicket as well. So he's taken 2 so far.
Yep.
And can he take a 3rd? That's the question.
Great shot and well fielded. Chance for a run out.
Actually, I thought that might have been a catch if the fielder. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Because these guys don't look to have the power that the other guys might have possessed.
Yep.
Maybe you take a few steps in. Maybe just a few steps in case there might be a chance to catch.
There is an opportunity there, yeah, if you do that. But it's all about anticipating the right movement, right?
Now, if I was him, I would definitely take 2 or 3 steps inside.
Yeah, create the opportunity.
Good running.
Oh, good
Good
dive at the
running.
end. Who's diving for it?
He raises his bat, saying, "Boys, that one's for you. Audience, that one's for you. I put my body on the line."
Yeah, and I'm loving the energy that the fielding side is providing the batsmen as well. It's a support system, and you can tell they're backing each other.
Oh, swing and a miss.
That kind of delivery took out Abhishek. So it's a dangerous one.
Very dangerous. 11.3, 3 deliveries to go in this over. Let's see what Vicky Judge has in store for us. Smash!
Smash, the first big hit from him.
2 runs off that one, unfortunately, but if you know you were on the big field, that is a maximum and a half.
That's a great shot.
Small guy, but that looked like Andrew Simons.
Great power there, yeah, in that shot, yeah. that was gone.
Oh, beautiful strike.
A wonderful shot.
68 runs. 2 deliveries left for Vicky Judge. Can he do some magic here? He needs to. Oh,
That's the helicopter shot there.
Whoosh.
Beautiful.
Sorry, that must have been Paushwa. Paushwa taking 2.
Yeah, Porsche is a stylish lefty, if you notice that.
Yeah,
Seems to have a good stance.
that actually is one of my favorite shots in the game.
Yeah.
That little glance. I love it.
Much more entertaining.
Stylish.
It's stylish. No, that is not one.
Now I'm interested to see, is that actually correct? I believe Parsh was on strike.
Yeah, you're right. He was just Where's the guy who's He was wearing white. Jump on for a bit. Okay, just sit. Talk to me. Great shot, it's gone over. Wonderful, wonderful energy coming from the Proteas side now. The batsman opening up. Mickey, how are you liking this?
I love it. Just the smile on people's faces makes it even better.
We love seeing your smile, Mickey.
I love it.
We absolutely love seeing your smile, and if you're smiling, everybody's smiling. That's how I see it.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of this game.
An opportunity for a run out. Beautiful running.
Beautiful running.
A good dive there to save his wicket.
They just need 14 runs, maybe 15 runs to win the game. Oh, lovely.
Shot. Wow, from the offside to the covers.
That's 3 runs. Whoosh. Sorry. Parshawa. What a fantastic drive that was. Lovely to see.
Very stylish, as you said, Oves.
Oh, stylish batsmen bring a different element to the game. You know, there's a lot of guys these days that
The way
you
he
see.
played that helicopter, the way he's hitting those cover drives, that's everything, you know?
Oh, what ball.
And it's missed. The keeper.
So what I mean about these stylish batsmen is that you have guys these days in the formats of cricket that we see, everybody's very aggressive. You know, they try to do, these big shots.
Yep, they exert pressure early on and the bowlers just have to adjust to it.
Right, but the difference to me is that, you have some guys that play these incredible shots in the sense of like being very aggressive in this and that, but then you have the stylish guys.
Yeah.
You have Virat Kohlis, you've got, the Babar Azams, and when they hit the ball and you see that timing, you see
It's
just,
distinct and unique. There's like a signature on it.
it just makes,
And I think that develops through self-confidence and self-belief over time.
absolutely. But it's poetry as how I would see it, like Roger Federer, when you see him
Oh, yeah.
play tennis and he has that beautiful game. Lionel Messi, when he has the ball in his hand, in his feet, sorry, not hands, that's what you love to see. Oh, punched away.
Really nicely
Look at that stride in his walk. He's really excited and happy about himself, as you should be.
The bowler's shoulders are down from that shot. If you see the body language of the battalions now, they're all cross-handed.
That's it.
In frustration as the game's slowly slipping away.
7 runs to win, ladies and gentlemen. 7 runs to win, and that could very likely happen within the next few deliveries. Oh.
It's gone to the back.
2 runs. It looked like he was going to try to smash it for a maximum.
In fact, I think he played it with his leg.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So now they just need 6 runs to win the game. Sorry, actually even less. They need 5 runs to win the game. All that can happen very likely in this next over. Now who's going to come in? We don't know. But battalions don't look so happy about this. They're limping.
All of their arms are crossed.
Their
shoulders are down. The body language is negative at this point because
at this point I think they've accepted their result, you know. And then comes the bowler, smash, and that's the game. That's the game
to end the game as the Proteas rush the field.
Proteas have victory written over their names. What a way to end! Fantastic shot. Battalions disappointing, but they cannot take away with the performances that they had during the season, as they were the only undefeated team. Fantastic cricket all around, and the youngsters, you know, the future looks very good, very, very good for these guys. They've traveled a long way, and they've taken the victory.
Yep, energetic side, and they're going to remember it for years to come.
Now this is how you build these lifelong relationships with each other. You know, you go to tournaments, you win, and you know,
they're always going to be able to look back to the moment where, you know, they won this game in the BPL, and that's what really is all it's about.
It's always about that, and I'm very impressed with these kids. Fantastic work. Proteas win by 8 wickets. Let's take a look at the summary.
The one you have to go for 2. खत्म भी करना यार.
As you can see, Abhishek started off really hot. Manspiran as well. And we're here joined by Aya as the captain of the Proteas. What a performance by your boys. You know, the fielding looked good, the batting looked good, the bowling looked good. Everything seemed to be going for you. Talk about it.
I'm feeling good about it. Let's see how it goes in the final. I do believe all the players are pretty much confident. As a young side, we should be pretty much good in all 3 departments. So yeah, let's see how the final goes.
Yeah, keep up that pressure. Now talk about some of the, you know, the bowling effort that you guys had and the fielding effort. Essentially, you guys took some of the biggest, you know, guys and took them away, took all the advantages that they had away. Was there a game plan? What were you guys thinking when you played?
I think it's just about the level of confidence. as a young side, we have always, it's just a second year for us. It'll be the second summer, and all the games that we have played so far, we have come with the attitude that no matter how good this team is, no matter how many titles they have back with them, we gotta come out there, we gotta show them what we are here for. We're here to conquer. That's what it is.
Absolutely. Now I want to commend you on your bowling in the latter half of the. You took the last over as well, and they absolutely got nothing off of that. So as you didn't pick up any wickets, but the bowling itself was so good, line in length, and just gave them nothing.
Yeah.
How was that?
I would say it's about confidence. I would actually back the most experienced player. That's Pringle. We would go with him, but looking at his previous over, he went for around 10 to 12 runs. So I wouldn't mind even giving him the last over. He's the most experienced. He has given us pretty good last overs in previous matches, but it was just my instinct. I could see that those two batsmen, they had some problem with the pace. So yeah, I thought I'll be able to put in some dot balls, and it quite worked. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, and there was actually a decision prior to that where you actually put Pringle in earlier to take the wicket, and he actually did.
He actually did, yeah. He's, I would say, yeah. I mean, there are a couple of players whom I can rely on, in especially pressure situations. So, and I wouldn't say that. Looking at my team, I can say that I have at least 7 or 8 good players whom I can rely on. It's not just most of the teams, they might have maybe 1 or 2 good bowlers, but alhamdulillah, we're having a lot of good players, so it's been pretty good for us. I can go on other players as well. Naveen, last match itself, we never expected anything like that from him. He was the reason we came to here. I would give all the credit to him. So everyone is giving in their best. I can't say that it's just 1 or 2 players who's giving their 100%. If we're here to win a big competition like this, it has to be 100% effort from all 11.
100%. You're absolutely right. Now I'm going to let you get back to your team. You got to talk strategy. You got to recuperate. Fantastic job. Good luck in the finals.
Thank you.
Good job, man.